again. I said I'd be back with I've not got a brew, I've got a cup of soup. Mushroom, cup of soup sort of thing. It's not for my tea, I'm just having it before my tea. Fancied one. But I'm just going to tell you what I lost and what I've just found. But I need to show you Bert. I've called him Bert. I don't know why, but he's called Bert. Bert the avocado. Look at his roots now. He's growing. And any day, or maybe at the end of the week, I'm not sure, it's about to split at the top. It's split all the way around. There's just a tiny bit at the top where that's where the shoot comes up. My little avocado tree. But yeah, he's doing quite well. Oh, I've just noticed as well, I didn't even notice. He's got another root. Can you see the little one there? So he's doing quite well. Push that back in. It's coming out. Yeah. He's doing well. His took forever. But I've just noticed I started another one off because I eat that many avocados anyway. And within, I think I started them off, was it last week sometime? It's already started cracking at the bottom. That one took ages. This one might go quite quick. It's only a small one. Don't know what that one's called, but that one's called Bert the avocado. It's doing well. I'll get rid of that spoon. Oh, the only other thing is, because you know I'm plant-based at the minute. Well, not at the minute. I am plant-based. I've been enjoying these. These are really nice. I think, yeah, by Morrison's, meat-free. These. And they are sweet potato and edamame burgers. I don't even know if that's right, that word beginning with E, but I think it's a bean, a white bean. And these are really nice. And when Finn's Nana came round yesterday, because I was doing some, just putting some gel polish on her nails, she said, oh, I said, oh, just taste it. She went, oh, what's that whiff of curry? I said, yeah, they do taste a bit, you know, like currified, like a veggie curry. It's like a veggie curry burger. That's what they taste like to me, but they're really nice if you like stuff like that. Or if you're plant-based, or if you just sometimes like eating a few veggie bits or like to try a few different bits. They are quite nice. I quite like the picture on the front. I didn't look at that before because I had it yesterday with just some spaghetti of Finn's that I'd left over, and I thought, well, might as well eat the spaghetti. Not with meat in it, but spaghetti with this. But this one has a pita bread and then salad and an olive on top. Looks quite nice. Might have to try that. But they are quite tasty, so I'm having that for my tea in a bit when I've had my mushroom soup. I showed you my pendulum yesterday, and I was asking it a few questions before. I was going to say it's really weird, but it's not really weird. As I was watching it, do you ever see that, like, would you say that's an aura or an energy? You know, when you can see white round the, do you know what I mean? Round the perimeter of the, is that the right word? Perimeter of the pendulum. Yeah, and I was just staring at it for ages. I was like, oh, it's quite nice. But I was messing with that, and I thought, where's the crystal I got? Gemstone crystal that I got, that I thought I'd got 5 of, you know, from my crystal grid, and then I only got 1. And I need to order some more when I've got some pennies to spend on some crystals. And I thought, oh my God, I can't find it. Where did I put it? It's not on my crystal grid because I didn't use it for that. And I was looking on my altar and I was like, it's not on there. Where is it? I was checking in my jewellery supplies. So I did ask the pendulum. I said, is it upstairs? Because I thought maybe I put it in. Some of my jewellery supplies were upstairs in a box in a cupboard. And it said yes. But when I went to the box, it said yes to that, but it wasn't. But I think it got confused because I asked where my gemstone was. And there's loads of gemstones in that box. But then I suddenly remembered myself. I said it was upstairs. That it was in my bag. In one of these little gift bags, you know, like the organza gift bags. And these are good to keep because if you ever get these if you ever buy anything off me, like jewellery or bits and bobs I make, lip glosses, they tend to come in these little bags. So if you keep them, I don't just mean off me, but if you've ever got some or you've had a gift in them before, keep the little bags. And I kept thinking, I remember doing something with it because I thought I'd lost it. I was like, oh God. And I thought, no, and it was that one I was looking for. Crystal Point. But it's because I remembered that I had these gemstones. That one's a heart as well, but it's rose quartz. That's the tree and the yellow one. I always get mixed up. And that one, I think that might be one as well. In my bag, I think it was the other week when I went out or something, and I put that in as well because that's like good for an all-rounder. You know, if you look your stones up, put them in a bag, put a couple. And I just had it in my bag, in my middle pocket, and they're good obviously in a bag so they don't roll out. They're in a bag together, you can tighten a knot. Just to carry around with me, you know, like for good energy. So whatever it is that you're trying to attract to yourself, you can keep them on you all the time. So if it's, like I said before, if it's money or wealth or something like that, you can put corresponding gemstones in and you can take them out of you in your bag. I have a middle bit in my bag anyway, that black one that I thrifted, but it's got a zip in the middle so I can zip it up. And these are in there tied up so I know they're not going to fall out or go anywhere. But that's where it was, because I thought when I was sat, I was like, oh yeah, because I did say I'm going to make some pendulums in summer, some designs. And I thought they'd be quite nice ones, you know, in different gemstones because they're quite chunky. They've got a point on. So I know what I'm going to do with them. But I was like, haha, I found it. Because I was like, oh my God, I hope I haven't lost it. But I didn't. And then I came across some, I might have shown these before because I had them in a bag as well. I was talking about candles and I had some wax melts from ages ago that I made in hearts. So if I start making my candles again and wax melts, because I've got some really nice ideas for them, the wax melts will be this big chunky hearts. But I've got some nice ideas for that, which I came across as well. This little red book that I've had for ages, and I kept thinking, what am I going to use it for? And it did have on here, it did have, I'm going to put a star on it, it did have a like watch on it, like a pocket watchy type charm thing hanging off. It was quite big, but I didn't really like it, so I put one of my crescent moons on. It's a little bit witchy. I thought, yeah, it's a good size for, what I like about it is as well, it's like a travel journal thing. Whatever. I haven't made it. I got it ages ago, and it's red with this pattern down the side. And I think it's fake leather. I was going to say, I don't think it's leather. I don't think it is. And it had these pages in anyway that are blank because I've not, well, I did use some and I've ripped them out. But what's good about this is if I just get some A4 paper, fold it in half and cut it down so it's the size, all you do is slip your paper in, because all it is elastic. And slip your paper out. And because I've got two elastics, it means I can have quite a wodge of paper in that side. And then I've got extra to put in that side. But I thought what I'd use it for is, because I kept thinking, what am I going to use it for? I've just ordered a little A5 black book for my Book of Shadows, because I was going to start it off in my big A4 one that I do journaling in pictures, you know, now and again. I don't do it all the time, it's just when I'm feeling like I want to do some artwork. You know, I've drawn crows, I've shown it before on different things because, you know, I'm always doing stuff. I wanted to do it in there, but I thought, no, I want a smaller one that can either sit on the altar, or if I go, like when I go to London to watch Wicked, I could take it with me just in case I come up with anything that I want to write in it, or it's just travel size as well, just in case I need to take it anywhere with me. I don't know, better than a big book. I know some people have big books, but I think I'd like, you know, half the size of an A4. So this I thought would be a good idea, or if I didn't take that, this would be a good idea for just like when I'm on my way to London or wherever, if I'm out and about, even with Finn, or going on walks and stuff. If I get any inspiration, which I normally do from nature, stuff about designs of jewellery, or I don't know, whatever pops in my head, because things always pop in my head and sometimes I forget. I can write it down in here, and this is like my ideas book for things, you know, that I'm going to design and make and stuff and put up for sale or whatever. That I can write it down in here, and then when I've done it, I can take them out, I can fill it back up again by just putting some paper in. So I think that's what I'm going to use that for, because it's quite handy. It's a nice little size and it'll fit into most bags, you know, even if I had a smaller bag. Talking about bags, there's some bag ideas I've got as well that will probably be coming at some point as well, but see what I mean? I just have to have all these ideas and write it down, but I'm going to do that as well. I've got some ideas, but I'm back on the pendulum again. I was let me show you. If I move this out of the way, I saw a woman today who on YouTube who's made these gorgeous pendulum charts out of wood. You know, like you know, when you chop a tree down, you get a slice of big what do you call it? The big slab. And she carved it. Oh God, it was so gorgeous. I have to find out where she got it. But you can write it down or just ask it if you know what the yes and no is. If you ask what yes and no is, mine seems to be yes is a circle, and no just seems to be any way really swing. Well, I think I asked it. Circle was yes, and then going that way is obviously no. Diagonal, no, that's yes, isn't it? No, that, you know, that way. Vertical, is it? Which way is that way? Is no. And then I think I said if it was that way, it was maybe. Did I ask maybe? I don't know. I don't know if I used. I'll ask it again in a minute. But I was sort of doodling one out before, and I was just having a mess with it because I would like to do one for myself, because I was just messing before. Some people think, oh, you know, spirits and this, that, and the other, like a Ouija board, but I don't see it as that. It's more like your, oh, what's the word? Your conscious mind sort of thing, or already knows before you know. To do with energies and stuff, that's how I see it, but people think different, but nothing bad. But let's see, if I can hold it, I'm going to try and like hold my arm there, so my hand's under there, so I'm keeping it still, so you can see. So, show me yes. I don't know if you can see, but that's circling. It's getting a bit larger now. Can you go larger? This might look the same on stop. It might look the same on camera. I don't know when it says no. So, can you show me no? See, that was quicker. Side to side. No. And yours might be different. Some people, I've seen some people, because I'm looking into it again, some people like swing it about and let it count down. You don't have to. You just, I mean, you can do it if you want to, because some people do it different, but you just have to hold it central still, ask it, it'll start going by itself. You don't need to start going, right, I'll just get it going, and then it'll do what it will go. Let's see. Is my son called Alfie? No, because he's not. Neither of them are. But yeah, if you've got one of these, you should have a go, or you can do it with a ring on a necklace. But they are quite nice to have. But like I said, I think I might be doing some necklace designs with these in summer. Some really pretty ones. That you can wear as a necklace and use as well, because you might want to ask it a question when you're out. I don't know, but they are nice. I always pronounce this wrong. When people say, "What's your preferred divination?" Is it? I can never say it. Divination, like tarot cards. I've said this before. Scrying, crystal balls. pendulums, stuff like that. I tend to have always liked tarots, oracle cards, and pendulum. And I did get a little mini crystal ball. I've not tried scrying or anything like that, but I'm sure I will because I'm on the path and I think it's nice to try out different things. Oh yeah, I've clipped my fringe back because you know I keep having a love-hate thing with my fringe, and it was down this morning and now it's up, but I've actually washed it. I clipped it back, and I found this in my jewellery making stash of stuff. I thought, what's that? And I thought, I don't remember buying that. I don't know if you can see, looks a bit antiquified style. I'm not saying it's antique, but antique style. Like a brassy colour with blue on. I really like baby blue colours and stuff. And I think I'm just looking over at my nan's picture there. I think it was my nana's because she liked a lot of turquoise and blues. Looked nice on her with the white hair. So I thought, oh no, I'm not doing I don't know what it was in there for, but I thought, no, I'll have to wear it because it was my nana's. Good vibes. And also talking about hair, I know I've talked about this before and I was going to do something and I was going to not dye my hair, but my greys are coming through again. They're up here and you can't see them, but I can see them more because I did dye my hair a lot darker and it went black, and it probably still looks black on here, but it is coming out a bit, starting to go a dark brown colour, even though, whatever. And I just thought, oh, and they say these hair colours dye over grey, it's just like, oh. And then someone else was saying that, something about the grey hair and I should just let it come through. I'd really love to, I know I keep saying this, but I think I'll have to give it a go. I'd really love to. I don't think I could do it if I had a fringe, but if I manage to grow my hair, well, it's not manage, it will. Like I said, I wanted a longer bob. I don't think I'll grow my fringe out as in grow it one length, but I think, because I nearly got there last time, I just grow it out like a sweepy one. I think, and I've said this before, because my white's coming here, I'd like to bleach some of my hair out and do it. I don't mean Cruella de Vil, but just like a white streak in it. So if I let my other bits come through, it can start mixing in, because I saw a woman on Instagram the other day. I'll have to find out what her name is. Maybe I'll show you tomorrow on Positive Wednesday. That's changing. And I think she's a model or some sort of fashion thing. Like I said, I'm not really up to date with all that sort of stuff and I don't watch a lot of telly, but I have seen her on a few things more because I've noticed her hair, because she has it like, and I don't know what a natural colour is because it's black or dark, and then she has these blonde bits at the front which I think are white, or she's had blonde and the white, and then it all mixes in with the dark and it looks really cool. And she's quite what's the word, flamboyant and what's that word when you're quite like eccentric, I don't know. She's like a fashion muse, I think. Not muse, whatever you call it. And it's just so funky. And I don't know if her hair was dark and she bleaches that bit out or whatever, but it just looks really funky. A bit Cruella de Vil-ish, like, oh God, why is it? Morticia Adams sort of thing. She's not goth, she wears different stuff and that, but her hair's just so funky. But obviously, if she ever grew her greys out, probably a bit easy. But I think I'd like to have a streak when this colour's died down a bit. I don't know. Only if I've grown my fringe out, because I don't think it looked right if I had a fringe and had a bit of a streak. And then I'd probably have to put bits in here. I don't know. Getting bored again, obviously. But yeah. So if you haven't got one, you should treat yourself to one, because I've had this for a few years. Moonstone again. It's not like my rainbow moonstone. Yeah, so I best go and put my burger on because I'm getting hungry. And I think I'm going to sit, watch a bit of YouTube, you lot, and make some jewellery. And I'll probably show you tomorrow, or when I tell you all about what's happening with Positive Wednesday. So see you soon. Bye.